Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The give to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
The expressway is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that pass is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. 1st down for this offense. 42 Spider. 42 Spider. Handoff from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Coming after it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After run, now throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass on second down. They're working that left side. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman? Down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man, I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that first touchdown.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using the quick game. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. And the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quarterback will audible. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarter.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll run for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they'll knock him down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Godet. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll run it from the gun.
Fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some
tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Working that left side now. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a second down pass play. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown tie. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 9 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the counter. Twist his way through. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.